this is not a gym. When you think about a gym, you think about you go there and you work out. I want our agreement, or maybe the acceptance, to just say, let's take the whole workout model. I've failed at a diet. I've failed at, working out. I go to the gym in January and make a good January resolution, and then by April I'm done. Let's get all that. Let's take that out of our mind, because this is not what it is. This is a lifestyle fitness model, which I believe is going to revolutionize the industry. It's set up to go national, and this is going to be our first center, and then we're going to open up in the next year or so. And it is I'm going to say, I've been very nervous and anxious about this, because, to be quite honest with you, I feel a little vulnerable, because this is really, Be Fit came from my own personal journal, came from my own personal struggles. And you'd say struggles. What kind of struggles, do you have? Well, I've had a lot of anxiety in the past that people don't know about. I was 205 pounds. I had low back pain all the time. I herniated a disc not too long ago. And that was a very tough place for me to be. And I had to overcome that in a way where, to overcome something like that, and now I'm 7, so to lose 30 pounds and keep it off, and to I arguably am in the best shape of my life right now. I have no pain, right? And I feel great every day, and I'm happy. And I've spent more time with my family this year than I ever have. I took 4.5 weeks off. And why? It's because of mentorship that I've had and the lifestyle coaching that I have. And I look and I relate it to this. Picture building a house. If you're going to build a house, you need to envision a house. So what do you want? Do you want a colonial? Do you want a Victorian? Do you want a craftsman house? You need to envision everything about that house. You need to know where the doors are going to go. You need to know where the walls are going to be, the light switches. And then once you envision it, you now have to create a blueprint. Sit down, spend time on it, and to create a blueprint on creating the house that you want to have. Well, in our culture, we never spend time on ourselves. We don't give ourselves the spending time or thinking about ourselves. We're the last people we think about, right? Because we think about everybody else. So nobody thinks about the time they need to spend on their own life. What do they want to create? Where do they want to be? Everybody will put time into building something else, building a house or building something. But when you're trying to build the life that you want to live, I want to have lower blood pressure. I want to have more energy. I want to have more financial freedom. I want to have more time with my loved ones. I want to be happier. What does being happy mean? We have to identify it. Just like being able to envision building a house, you need to envision what we call here at Atlantis your true north. So my true north came out of meditation, came out of writings, came out of journaling, and came out of really 26 touch points that I was taught to journal on. So what I ended up doing, Lori, can you grab me one of the sheets from downstairs and all the sheets from that table? So then what I ended up doing is I said, all right, where do I need to go? So I worked with my coaches and I developed a plan. What was being happy? I wanted to spend more time with my family. I wanted to, what's being healthy? I wanted to have, six-pack abs. I wanted to be able to run a Tough Mudder. I wanted to, I was going on a mountain biking trip that year, and I needed to do so many miles on my mountain bike. So clearly quantifying what I wanted to do. I went gluten-free. I wanted to detox my body. I had some testing done. And so I clearly identified, thank you, right, fine. I clearly identified what I wanted to create. I had that in my mind, and then I built a blueprint to get myself there. So that is what lifestyle fitness is. That is what the 3D model is. The 3D model is a 6-month program. And it's a 6-month program with 26 different intentions every week. So what will happen is, these are our beautiful trainers right here. You'll come in and we'll have intention week 1. Okay? That's the intention for the week. And what you'll see is I want people to take their weight every day. Oh no! Every day? What are you doing? Wait, no, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright. So I want people to take our attention weight every day. Why do I want you to take your weight every day? Because you're going to be having a change every week. You're going to be, one week you're going to be going off of sugar. You're going to have nothing over 8 grams of sugar for the entire week. Then another week, you're going to be having you're going to be having water. Then you're going to have another nutritional change. You're going to have physical changes in things that you do at home. And then you're going to be working out here. You're going to be working on your mind. I need you to start to understand that weight isn't just a product of what you're eating. You'll notice that you will lose weight as you sleep more. You're going to create a relationship with your body that you will start to understand how your life affects your body. And then you're going to start to get that relationship of saying, wow, I am in way more control of my health and well-being. Oh, and you will not live a disease. You will start to see that you are not diabetes, you are not high cholesterol, you don't have heart disease. You have lifestyle issues, and then once you start to change your lives, things are going to start to change in ways I can't even tell you right now, because you haven't given yourself that much thought. You haven't given your life that much thought. And so week 1, we have a nutritional change, we have a physical change, and then a mental change. What will happen? You'll come up here in the room, you'll meet with your trainers, what are the big wins for the week, what are the big restrictions or holdbacks that you had from the previous week. You'll lie down, they'll hit play, they'll set an intention. I will tell you what I want you to write in your compass. So, coming into the BFit model, you get a compass. This is your compass. The words that you write in here through the 6-month process is your true north. You will be developing your life. You will be developing the life you want. You will be envisioning the house you want in writings over the next 26 weeks from the topics that changed my life. So this journal, this whole process is an extension of my journal. I took my journal and I came up with 23 topics, 26 topics nutritionally, 26 mental topics that I believe that we need to do, talking about you are a product of the people you hang around with, right? The 5 people you hang around with, your health is a product of that because of their beliefs. You adopt their beliefs, right? About ripple making, about when you change, people are going to pull you back. These are things that you need to think about. And why we fail. We fail because we don't know the house we're going to build. I just went to build a house. I just built a house 5 years ago. It wasn't like, okay, let me build blueprints, I envision the house, let me walk away from the house now. No, I know what I needed to do. I needed to build the house. When you are so clear about what you want to create in your life, then we are just going to help you build that roadmap to get there. You have support with our training team, and then you'll have support with me. Because what will happen is, we have an online community that's set up. Everybody will join this online community. And you'll be able to share wins and challenges, because like-minded people, you're going to be 3D lifestyle fitness people now, right? And you're living a 3D life. And that's going to be interesting because you'll have that vernacular and you'll start living a more conscious life, and you'll have that support group around you. And then once a month, you'll be on a call with me, like we were talking. You'll email questions in, you'll give questions to your trainers, the questions that come up. Once a month, at the end of the month, it'll be a call, and I'll be answering those questions. Unmute the line, and then we just have a talk if anybody has questions. So we'll be walking you through this 6-month process. And the process starts with action, right? So I'm going to have, so at the beginning, you get a journal, and then everybody starts out with a 14-day weight loss program. Has anybody done the 14-day weight loss program in here? Much. You loved it, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, just phenomenal results. And that's my mom, she loved mom loves everything. And so we start off with a 14-day weight loss program. That's kind of our kickstart. Then we come in here, we start journaling, we start working with, start working with the trainers. And, to find out more information about the process, about how to sign up for this next 6 months, if you're listening to Facebook, if you're on Facebook Live, you click the button below, and then one of our specialists will call you. If you're in the group, all you have to do is talk to Lori or Danielle or Rosa and or Dr. Nick or I, and we'll talk to you a little bit more about the process. And the way that the process is, because we're taking action now, I'm going to read three quotes, and one of the quotes is, these are the ones that I just found here. Right? I did a Ben Franklin quote. Right? This is a great quote. You may delay, but time will not. And time just keeps moving forward. So what that means is you don't take action like, oh, I'll do that next week. Because one of my quotes is, procrastination is your health's worst enemy. So when you procrastinate, like me, my why was big, right? I had just herniated a disc. So, I couldn't move, my leg was numb, I was like this. How many people were in here when I was walking in trying to adjust people and I couldn't move? Yeah, I don't know. That was bad. I do not recommend that. Oh God, that was awful. And then the last quote is, life always begins with one step outside of your comfort zone. This venture is way outside of my comfort zone because I feel super exposed. I'm basically taking my personal journal, breaking it down into 26 weeks, and letting everybody have a little input into my life. And in order for me to be able to make this work, I have to be, pretty authentic about some stuff that I was able to get through and get over. So I'm super excited about the process.